Yeah, but don't get too close so we can
Yeah, man.
catch.
But I couldn't take a look at
Cheryl Dixon Wells is a consummate human resources professional. Mrs. Dixon Wells is currently the Director of Human Resource and Learning at Margaritaville Caribbean Group, Caribbean Barista Limited, Starbucks Jamaica Limited. For over 2 decades, Mrs. Dixon Wells has dedicated her life to the recruitment and training of some of Jamaica's top hospitality professionals who are now making a meaningful contribution to that and other sectors. This very vivacious lady has left her footprints on every employee at the companies that she has worked, to include Sandals Resorts International, the Grand Palladium Jamaica, Lady Hamilton Resort and Spa, and now at Margaritaville. A proud mother of two, a daughter and a son, Mrs. Dixon Wells is someone who celebrates life in every form, from being an adult but looking quite like a teenager, to being a mother, a wife, and in her roles in the corporate world. On the National Heroes Day, Monday, October 21, the St. James Municipal Corporation and the Jamaica Cultural Development Commission proudly salute Mrs. Cheryl Dixon Wilkes and present her with a Mayor's Special Award for service in the field of tourism.
Our next awardee is Miss Muriel Brown for service in the field of health.
Affectionately called Nurse Brown, has been in the healthcare sector since 1986. Her passion for healthcare and serving others became apparent at the tender age of 2 when she experienced severe health concerns. This resulted in her growing up with a sense of admiration for her then caregiver and the passion with which she served and cared for others. A graduate of Chase Nursing School, Muriel Brown worked for many years at the Kingston Public Hospital before taking up the position at the Barton Clinic, here in St. James, where she was also engaged in lifestyle counseling. In her over 30 years of dedicated service to Jamaica's health sector, Miss Brown has faced countless challenges but has never faltered. In 2009, she underwent a major surgery, a victory she attributes to her Christian faith. That experience has given her a new lease in life, and she intends to use it to continue making a positive difference in every life she encounters. Today, National Healers Day, Monday, October 21, 2019, the St. James Municipal Corporation and the Jamaica Cultural Development Commission proudly recognize Muriel Brown and present her with the Mayor's Special Award for service in the field of health.
Our next awardee is Mr. Everton Frogback Ferguson for service in the field of national security.
Having served the Jamaican Constabulary Force for close to 40 years, Detective Sergeant Everton Frogback Ferguson is now retired. As an active member of the force, this gentleman has led or has been part of security operations which have placed him and his colleagues squarely in the line of death. However, on every occasion, their lives were spared and in most instances, the criminals were apprehended. He has played major roles in arresting serial rapists, preventing teenagers from committing suicide, and of course, in foiling many robberies. Detective Sergeant Everton Ferguson, affectionately called Fragba, was actively involved in stamping out the illicit lotto trade here in St. James, and is the first member of the Jamaica Constabulary Force to have apprehended a scammer who was arrested, charged, and convicted for the illegal possession of 18,000 US dollars, funds which were later returned to the victim. This former cop is reputed to be among the best JCF members when giving evidence in court, as his attention to details and his memory is said to be a cult among the rest. On National Heroes Day, Monday, October 21, 2019, the St. James Municipal Corporation and the Jamaica Cultural Development Commission proudly present retired Detective Sergeant Everton Ferguson with a Mayor's Special Award in recognition of his contribution to national security.
On, my boy.
Our next awardee is Mrs. Cheryl Grant Mitchell for service in the field of education.
A teacher for life. Mrs. Cheryl Grant Mitchell is currently the provisional principal of the Anchovy Primary School in St. James. She gained tertiary qualification at the Sam Sharp Teachers College, Western Carolina University, the National College for Educational Leadership, or NTA, among other institutions. This astute team leader is regarded as the voice of reason and is dearly loved by the students of Anchovy Primary, Tower Hill Primary, Hosanna Preparatory, and the Coolidge Science and Technology Institute, where she also taught. A devout Christian, Mrs. Grant Mitchell is the recipient of the Gospel Church of Jamaica Lifetime Achievement Award, the Jamaica Social Investment Fund Award, and the Jamaica Teaching Council Excellent Teacher Award. With her sights firmly set on making Anchovy Primary the number one primary school in Jamaica, Mrs. Grant Mitchell consistently thinks outside the box in crafting programs and projects for her teachers and students. On Monday, October 21, 2019, National Heroes Day, the St. James Municipal Corporation and the Jamaica Cultural Development Commission salute Mrs. Cheryl Grant Mitchell and present her with a Mayor's Special Award for service in the field of education.
Our next awardee is Mr. Carl Erskine for service in the field of tourism.
Carl Erskine, born and bred in St. James, is a man of the soil who is driven by his earnest love to contribute meaningfully to the parish and country. Carl Erskine is well known throughout the business and tourism communities of St. James and is regarded as a visionary leader who has made contributions to the growth of the tourism and the business sectors. For over 20 years, Mr. Erskine has owned and operated a well-known grandiose hotel in Montego Bay and is also seeking to expand his horizons. He also co-owns and operates Grandview Restaurant and Events Place. Carl Erskine lives by the simple philosophy of giving, and his altruistic nature, coupled with his passion for tourism and business, enables him to play a significant role in providing jobs and opportunities for his fellow Jamaicans. On Monday, October 21, 2019, National Heroes Day, the St. James Municipal Corporation and the Jamaica Cultural Development Commission salute Mr. Carl Erskine and present him with the 2019 Mayor's Special Award for outstanding contributions in the area of
Our next awardee is the Reverend Frederick Samuels for service in the field of religion. This will be commented by Reverend Godfrey McCallum on his behalf.
Reverend Frederick Samuels, a true man of God. Samuels has been a minister of religion for over 40 years and has served with distinction in many communities in Jamaica. A resident from the community of Belmont, St. James, Reverend Samuel has over the years earned the respect and admiration of community members as well as his fellow ministers of the gospel. He is regarded as a brother, father, counselor, and friend by members of his church community, whom is never too busy to speak to and give a word of encouragement or a word of prayer. On National Heroes Day, Monday, October 21, 2019. The St. James Municipal Corporation and the Jamaica Cultural Development Commission recognize the Reverend Frederick Samuels and present him with the Sam Sharp Award for his contributions in the field of religion.
Our next recipient is Mr. Egbert Reggie England for service in the field of national security, justice.
The name Egbert England, popularly called Reggie England, is synonymous to the St. James Parish Court. This gentleman, a native of White House in St. James and a past student of Chetwood Memorial Primary School and Cornwall College, is currently in his second year at the Norman Manley Law School. However, his life in the field of national security and justice started in 1985 when he was employed as an occupation clerk of court at the then St. James Resident Magistrate Court, now St. James Parish Court. During his almost 3.5 decades of service to the court, Mr. England moved up the ranks to be the Assistant Clerk of Court and is currently the Deputy Clerk of Court and has also served as a temporary Clerk of Court on many occasions. With his motto being to help, Mr. England is never too busy to share his wealth of knowledge on the court system and national security and justice. He regularly gives lectures to new police recruits, members of the tax department, and the St. James Municipal Corporation on how to properly prepare files for court and court etiquette. On the national Heroes Day, Monday, October 21, 2019, the St. James Municipal Corporation and the Jamaica Cultural Development Commission proudly present Mr. Egbert Reggie England with the Mayor's Special Award for service to the field of national security and justice.